I've been a Compeer friend for about 3 years, two different friendships, about to start my third. I joined Compeer because I have a daughter with mental health problems and I wanted to do something for somebody who's in a similar situation. There's limits to which I can help my daughter, but I can help someone else. Even though you've been assigned a person to be their friend, that might sound quite strange. It might sound like an arranged marriage. It is quite amazing how quickly it becomes a normal friendship. I've done it twice now. The first person I assisted was very, very isolated. He didn't see anybody Monday to Friday. I was quite often the only person he would see during the entire week. I remember once he was a retired pilot, and we went to the War Memorial to look at the aircraft there, and we bumped into a former workmate of his, and he was so proud to introduce me as a friend. Made such a difference to him.
I was always struck by the idea of the gift of friendship, the tagline of Compeer, and was looking for a way of giving something back.
I got involved in it because a lot of friends I had moved on over the years, and so I didn't have much of a social outlet anymore. Parents thought it would get me down a bit, so a psychiatrist I was talking to suggested this program. So met James 8 years ago, and it's gone from there.
And yeah, as Donovan said, about 8 years ago, we met and we've been friends ever since. And Donovan's also come along to some significant family occasions of mine. He came to my youngest daughter's baptism, which was special for us to have him there. And she's now 7, so just gives an idea of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, from my point of view, I've got a really good friend out of it. You know, I genuinely look forward to catching up with Donovan, and I think, like the old saying, you know, you usually get a lot out of it as well. It's very much a two-way street. So, yeah, I really value our friendship, and I look forward to when we catch up.
No, I'm very glad you're in my life.
I'm glad you're in my life. You've certainly done a lot for me, you being in my life. You're my only real friend.
Oh, gosh, it's got to be about over a year now. I think we've finished our 12-month contract, so now we can just, spend time together as friends outside of the contract, and I'm very glad to keep up our friendship. Very happy to do so because it's a joy spending time with you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so pleased, because I was thinking, what if, I should ask just to be sure that you do really want to spend time with me.
Definitely, definitely.
Not having no one give you the time of day, including family. It's not a very nice feeling, and it doesn't do much for your self-esteem and confidence. So it makes a big difference when someone actually wants to know you and cares.
Well, I've always wanted to help people somehow, and I think time is a more valuable resource than money. So I'd much rather give my time to help people than just money. And having gone through some mental health issues of my own, I know how important it is to have someone there for you during those tough times, and so I just wanted to help out where I could. And I'd heard of Compeer through the internet, so I reached out and got into contact with Compeer, and then they matched me up with Audrey, and it's been fantastic.
It's been great, yes. Well, it's made me feel more self-esteem, confidence, a sense of belonging, which I never had before, because I was sort of more alienated and only had support workers, which is, they don't treat you, they don't care as much, and they're getting paid. It's crazy. And it's just nice to have someone that gives you the time of day. And of course I feel better from it. I feel more self-worth, etc. So I project a different image, and people are approaching me now. It's really, it's changed my life for the better. I would just like to stress how valuable a program it is, because particularly people with severe mental illness, they're often alienated and, like I said, don't have anyone that wants to give them the time of day and genuinely cares. And alienation is a horrible thing, and you have no sense of belonging, which is one of the 10 most basic desires. And just having someone a friend gives you a sense of belonging, and sort of the world opens up. It really does change your life, and I think that's very important.
What have I got out of being a Compeer friend? Well, a new friend. That's probably the best reward, just having one more friend. It's great. I like, you get that satisfaction from knowing you're making a difference. And I've seen how much Audrey has, grown and flourished. So, I mean, I can't claim, all of that as my own.
You're certainly a large contributing factor.
Oh.
No, seriously. You definitely are.
Oh, well.
I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Audrey.